and I found the man here for the Cleveland Indians. I'm going to let him introduce himself to my TV audience.
My name is Lonie Chisenhall. I play third base for the Cleveland Indians.
Okay, and where you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep.
Can I call you a country boy?
Sometimes I'm a country boy, but I'm from the beach, so I get a little bit of both. It's a nice area.
Okay, well, I used to coach college baseball, scouted for 5 major league teams. And it's every kid's dream that I ran across playing in the big leagues. You're in the big leagues. What's this experience like for you?
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's, more than I thought it would be. I knew nothing about professional baseball in high school. I was drafted in high school. I didn't know enough about professional baseball to sign. And, drafted out of college, I had no choice but to sign. And, I'm here now. It's an unbelievable experience. You can't even explain what it's like. It's the highest level of baseball you can make it to, and we're just so fortunate to be out here. We got unbelievable fans and unbelievable following, and we get to experience so much. It's it's beyond words.
So as a high school kid who want to play pro ball, know nothing about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say just play hard. You never know where baseball is going to take you. You never know what it can do for you. All you can do is play the game the right way, play it hard, use the gifts that you're given, and make the most of your abilities. You want to go out there. You can play for whatever you want to play for. You can play for your family. You can play for your friends. You can play for yourself. And it's just a great game. It's such an old game. It's got such a history, and so much can be learned from the game.
So when you were growing up watching this game, who were some of the guys that you idolized?
I watched the Atlanta Braves, so it was mainly Chipper Jones, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, guys like that. You come home every day. It's on the TV on TBS. You watch the Atlanta Braves, and it's kind of where I fell in love and learned about baseball, and I just wanted to be like them one day. I had no other aspirations other than to be a baseball player, and here I am. It's few and far between guys that have the opportunity to play up here, and it's a long road to get here, but it's worth it.
So, man, what was that experience like when you see these guys, and all of a sudden you playing on the same fields that these guys play on?
Yep. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to play against some of the guys that I idolized coming up, and it's just kind of a dream come true. I mean, you see them on TV, it doesn't seem real. It's kind of like I don't even know how to explain it. You just come out here and turns out that they're just a normal guy. That's probably the best part about it. We're just normal people out here, and we just happen to play baseball. It's it's a good platform to for people to make a living and to make a name for themselves, but they're people too. So
when I'm walking through the locker room, I see that some of the players send the guys over and get autographs from other teams. Now, what y'all doing getting autographs from y'all competition?
We're fans too. Between the lines, it's competitive. We still talking everything during the game, but we're trying to win. We're playing hard. We're breaking up double plays. We're running hard to first. I'm trying to get a hit off every pitcher. They're trying to get me out. So that's understood. But there's got to be some sort of camaraderie between the teams and understanding that I'm trying to beat you, but it's nothing personal. So if you like a player, you send the ball over, you get an autograph. Just like the people that wait out here to get our autograph. I mean, it's the same thing. Sometimes we get starstruck too.
So I'm sure that all you guys got Jeter's autograph on this last go round.
Yeah, I think I got it in 2012. So I might try to get another one this year. Unbelievable player. I grew up watching him. I feel like I got to play against him a few times. I think he's always played against us pretty well, and he's just going around. It's his last year. It seems a little surreal, but people are saying their goodbyes, and we get to look forward to hearing about him in the future.
Okay, let me throw these last 2 questions at you so I can let you get ready for the ball game. What are some? I'm gonna let our youngsters know that some of the emotional roller coasters that a major league player go through during the course of a 162-game season.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably see it on TV. You can see it on the field. I mean, we're throwing helmets. We're tossing bats. We're just competitive, and you got to find a balance where you're not getting too high when you're playing well, and you're not getting too low when you're not playing well. So you just got to kind of keep it even keel and when good things are happening, make sure you're smiling. When bad things are happening, you got to roll with the punches on that one, and just wait for that hot streak.
All right, last question. Let's take you back to that day when you got the call that you were going to make it to the big leagues. You walked in that locker room for the very first time and saw your uniform. What was that feeling like?
I mean, everything just happened so fast. I think they called me at midnight, and I was on a plane at 5 a.m. It just happened so fast. I enjoyed every minute of it. Walking in that locker room is against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and seeing that name on the back of the jersey, hearing them announce your name, and we were on a away game, so hearing them boo you, it was awesome. You can't describe, what you feel. You're feeling so many things. You're happy. You're proud. You hope as many people that your family gets to watch you, your friends get to watch you. In my case, my wife was there to watch me, and it's just a great experience. You only get to do it once, and it was all I wanted it to be.
Coach, take your youngsters behind the scenes with the man for Cleveland, and we wish you well after you leave Chicago.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.